There we are. Okay, got everything turned on. Camera almost all set. I have to move it a little bit to make it a little bit more centered and all that good stuff. All right, and twist it a little bit to there we go. How's everyone this morning? Um, it is a little bit different day for Florida again. We have a little bit, tiny bit cooler weather, but we have rain. It started about uh, 6:30 this morning, I guess. I think I heard it kind of starting to hit my skylights at home, and then it's been it rained pretty good for a while there. Now I guess it's kind of more like just drizzly. I can see it, uh, little raindrops coming down. So a little bit wet day, and I think we're in for maybe 2 days of rain between today and tomorrow. I think the chances of rain going down to like maybe 50% tomorrow. So a little bit wetter weekend. I know that there are people that are here in Ancient Oaks that are preparing to head back to their other houses. So um, we wish you Godspeed and safe trip. And I guess I'll start on that part of it. As you go to leave, please do prepare your place as if it's going to get a hurricane. We ask that you ask. Well, I guess it should be a little bit stronger than ask, but we'll use that word to be nice this morning. Anyway, please prepare your place. All stuff that could be blown around by wind. Collar's all messed up. Uh, secure. Do attach your boat down if you have to leave a boat under your carport. Also, your um, golf cart. If you leave your golf cart, we ask that you then put that down. Anchor it down. Uh, the one thing that helping by anchoring it down is that the if a golf cart thief is in here trying to steal golf carts, um, they will move on to the next one if yours is anchored. They're just going to go for the easy ones. And I guess as I mentioned before, I don't know if I have the key right here handy, but I'll just use a key as an example. If you have a club car or you have a Easy Go, one of the brand name golf carts, Yamaha, pretty much every golf cart of that manufacturer has the same key. I have the same problem with my tractors. Our tractors, John Deere tractors, their keys are not individualized, and if they have a manufacturer key, they can just put that in and off with your golf cart. So uh, disconnect the battery, lock it down. They don't want to spend time trying to get they're just going to go for easy ones. So therefore, that's enough on that. Uh, do prepare your house, inside also new batteries in your thermostat so that it stays going, and then also have it so somebody has a key that it's down here in Florida that can access your house and double check on it while you're gone, just to make sure that it is in good shape and nothing's happening. Because if somehow water damage begins at the beginning of the off season while you're gone and it's not taken care of, then you're gonna be water in there and possibly mold. Thought I saw something was somebody asked about channel. What channel on Bluestream? If you're looking for the community channel on Bluestream, it is 901. I'm not live on that channel. We don't have a way of going live on that channel. Just are live on Facebook and YouTube. So that's if that's what you're asking, Cynthia, on the what channel on Bluestream. But that is later. Victoria will link it later, and you'll be able to watch it later. All right. Let's see. Prepare for a hurricane. Tie your stuff down. Make sure your house is in good shape, and that. And of course, be careful driving back. We wish everybody good health, while you're gone, and to that everything is everybody stays healthy. But we are. I guess I'll touch on this because somebody was in today, a new owner coming in, and I've been advising new owners and saying on here about the Ladybird deed that I did it for my house when we bought it, when we actually both our houses. I have my father-in-law passed away in 2016, and his house came to my wife and her brother. And because he had taken care of stuff ahead of time, I don't know if it was a Ladybird deed or not, but it could have been. He could have had it that way, but I know it was very easy to take care of. So when we went in for the closing on the house, we made sure we did that Ladybird deed. I'm pretty sure he did, because that made it so easy for us to get in our name and take care of it at the time. We actually bought her brother's share of the house, and we were running it out. But the Ladybird deed means that the house won't go to probate if something happens to you. It's only rights of survivorship. You put whoever you want your house to go to if something happens to you, and they're on the deed, but it's a restrictive type deed. They can't borrow against it. It doesn't show up in their credit report. No financial statements are tied to them yet till it actually transfers over to them. They can't take it away from you. And that. So that is a very good thing. It does cost $560, I think somebody said. But if you do it at the time of the closing, I don't know if you get a little bit of a deal because they're already working on your stuff. So that is a good thing to think about in closing, is the Ladybird deed. It makes a good transfer, and it makes it so that because otherwise because we don't know everybody's family situation, we have to tell the family we can't let you in because we don't know who's going to get possession and what the family situation is. And so if you want to rent it out or sell it, you're not able to do that in that period of time. And not only have their parents passed away, but now they got this extra burden that they need to pay the electricity and maintenance fees on, and they can't use it. So that is a very good advantage of the Ladybird deed. All right. What day today? Okay, we got that. And the gate been working fairly well. Every now and then some it has messed up. This week it's been perfect, but they told me that, and I'll call the people today if the new unit got in, and they'll be hopefully here soon to replace it and take care of that so that it won't glitch again. But sometimes you have to be patient because it is tied to the internet. If the internet is working slow, the directory and the entering your code may not come up real quick. So there is that. And as you come to the gate, you can either put if you put your card, mount your card in your car. I have mine attached up on the windshield up here. Brian, one of the board members, says he has his attached to his visor so that it doesn't open the gate as you drive it up. You just got to flip the visor down. And I know a few people have done that. You flip the visor down and then that'll open the gate. So you don't actually open the gate for somebody that is sitting in front of there and shouldn't be coming in without getting credentials. But if you have the card and you're going to hold it in your hand, don't hold it out the window with your left hand. That actually takes less time. That is until you probably bring it back and wave it in front of you that the reader is going to pick it up. It's better to use your right hand and hold it like this under your mirror. And I'll put it like that, see if you can see my hand out there. Hold it under your mirror, under facing the antenna, and it should work quicker. All right. So there's that. The breakfasts are no longer going on. The dinners are no longer going on. The lunch burger meetings. So all those have canceled out as people are heading back. There is a budget meeting next Wednesday, the 27th at 2:00. All right. Budget meeting next Wednesday at 2:00. That's where the board will be discussing the budget and vote on whether to accept the budget. All right. I had a question. Something came up this week, and And I guess I have to say this is a caveat because this is something as a manager trying to help people out with the storage and marina rules. We have 43, 43 marina spots. We have 686 residents, and I don't know how many people have boats, but I know there is many more residents owning boats than what there's slips for. And the same thing with the storage. We have right around 150 lots, somewhere like that. I kind of fudging the rules a little bit, and I'm going to get with the board, and we need to not maybe, we need to codify this so that it is okay. Because right now, the rules do say you have to own what is on your lot. All right. But with shortage of lots, and sometimes there are people that have a lot and have extra room on it because or they're not here and not using it, but when they're here, they want to make sure they're using it. So we're fudging the rules just a tiny bit that if somebody, somebody and you want allow them to use your lot, then we're saying, okay, we'll work with you, but you have to let us know who's using your lot, what is going on it, and then have to be an owner. And we're also kind of doing that a little bit with the marina slips. That's not quite the same thing, but with the marina slips, somebody, you got a boat and you want to slip for a short period of time and they're not here, as long as the owner is okay, or the owner tells us about it, it has to be the owner telling us about that so-and-so is going to use my slip for a period of time. This is their decal number. Then we're going to allow that. But no money's going to change hands because you can't sublet it. The original owner still has to be one owner. And it cannot be used as a way of circumventing the list system. Nobody can say, okay, I don't have a boat anymore, but I'm going to keep my slip, or I'm going to keep my lot so I can let my friends use it because they're down on the list, and I'll let my friend use it so that they have bypassed the system. We can't do that. That if you're not using it and you're doing it for that, and we find out about it, then you will lose the slip or you will lose the storage, so that the next person in line. I hope that sounds fair uh, to everybody, how we're doing it. And then, like I said, hopefully by when next season starts, we'll actually at the board meeting put that in the rules and regulations so it's in writing and set in there, and so everybody knows the rules. Announcing it here because it was a little bit of a social media. I saw the beginnings of what they're talking about it, but on other sites, I try to stay out of it because I don't need aggravation or get in and that. But if you have questions, call me and at the office, because the person that did start that did come see me, and I explained to them, and they, as far as I know, they understood it. All right. Okay, so that was on the marine rules. Does anybody need any more clarification on that? I think I'm watching all the comments here. I don't see the only question I have is always that Cynthia says she understands on that. Channel 901. As far as I know, it is up and working. If it isn't working, call us and let us know, and we'll get with the provider. It is Smart Communities, I think, is actually the name that takes care of the Channel 901 streaming, so we have it there. I do have a meeting today with hopefully somebody that will be able, I've been in contact at least two. This is the second person I've contacted on revamping the website and make it easier for us to maintain, because Dennis Bailey is no longer doing it. Haven't had anybody step up and volunteer that they would like to take it over. So we still have to still doing that. But if Victoria and I are going to work on it at all, we have to make it very easy, and so it doesn't take any time out of our day, adding to our duties. But on the website, of course, is a document area, and I want to make that document area easier to navigate. So if you what we put on there is easier to see. If you go to the ONR website, if you have the app, and that should be there is documents in the owner section. I haven't totally got everything over into there, but I am trying to put anything new that I'm putting it in both spots. We will get also all that over there, but we do not own the ONR. We have to have control of the website by state statute where we put our documents. I can put it in other spots, but I have to put it on our website that is owned by us. And if you ever come across and see that I have not loaded a document on there that you think should be on there, let me know so I can get it on there as soon as possible so that we are good with the state and everybody that wants to see the documents online are able to see it. Okay, I've spent 15 minutes here into this, and I think I've covered everything that I needed to cover. Oh, I do want to make one thing. I saw somebody else asking about it, and we did get a call, and I believe it was Wednesday morning that Marjorie Bennett had passed away. I believe the information was that she had a stroke. Don't quote me on this. It's just what I heard Tammy say after she got the phone call. She had a stroke and they had to take her off life support. So our hearts go out to the family, to the Bennett family. I know she's been a long time resident, and I can't remember her friend that at the dances would get up there and they could really move and really put on the show in the dances. Barb is asking a question. Defines the process for a new home size placement. Yes, there is. I would have to pull it up. But yes, the size, that is determined by the fact that it has to be a park model. Park model has to be 499 square feet or less. The new home that does requires a site modification. You say you want it. We do want I can say a picture of it, but anyway, if you're buying it for somebody, let's say you're buying it new, they have models. They should have pictures of what you're buying in that. If it is a used one, we did have somebody bring in a used one. Any trailer being brought in, this goes for a park model, travel trailer, somebody renting for a period of time. We do want to see a picture of the trailer before they come in. One, to make sure it's not a converted cargo trailer. And then also that we don't have an age restriction on trailers. There are many RV parks that put the age restriction on. I don't know if it kind of have to be less than 10 or 15 or less than 20. We do not have that, but we need to know that it looks nice and it's going to add to the looks of the park. So there is that. You do have to, and you say home, so I'm assuming you're talking about a park model. That also has to have the permitting process done by the county. That is you have to permit placement. They also want to know the placement. We want to know the placement. And then there is a section in there where and I try to be there as much as possible because we've only had a few park models placed, that I'm actually supposed to be there or at least see where it's being placed and make sure that it adheres to our rules. And I not actually sign off on it, but there is a list of restrictions on that when they're bringing it in. And so there is that. It is a little bit of a process. But if you are, like I said, you're moving a park model in, I don't know what park models cost. They used to cost around $30,000. I don't know if you can get one for $30,000 anymore. And so it's going to be a process. But you have to site mod. But typically you would go looking for your home, and then you check with us to see if it'll fit on the lot. And then the size, the placement in that, because most people end up adding on to it. So there's things there, and that any change in the appearance of the site, adding stuff, even on the ground, does require a site modification form, and then we can go over that when that takes on. I see a question. Okay, Sandy, I'll go back to Marlene's. The dumpsters are emptied out on Fridays. Come April, it'll be every other Friday. So for that period of time, if the full dumpster, let's see, when they come in, they usually come in the morning, they bring an empty dumpster with them and set it next to the other dumpster. Then they hook up to the compactor. They take the compactor out and empty it, and then they bring that back, and then they take the dumpster that we have full. I saw the full dumpster leaving, so I know as of this moment, both of them should be back there. Like I said, I didn't verify seeing. I saw the empty one come in. I didn't see the compactor leave and go, but I did see the full dumpster leave. So if they follow procedure, they are both back there now. The thing to do would be just if there's room in the full dumpster, full one, you would add it to that. Don't put it in the empty open top dumpster. But we just ask on the trash, hang on for another hour or so if you want, and they come back and the compactor will be back. That's unless something major happens and they don't bring it back, which then that is a whole nother set of problems. But no, they should have it back, and it should be back right now because, like I said, they took out the full dumpster, unless something happens. So I'll do on that. Okay, the board meetings. We do put the board meetings on Zoom, and I will send we have put the link in the document section of the website, but also with ONR, I can send the link out, as far as I know, just to owners. I can send it out to the group, which is the owners, and everybody who is an owner should be on that list. I can send that link via text message or email the day of the like the day before, the day of the meeting. That link to Zoom will be there. Then you'll have to click on that. Usually you can just click on it and then Zoom will load everything you need. You may have to end up loading the app. We only do that one time, and then you click on that link and you should be able to connect to the board meeting via Zoom, as long as you have a good internet connection and our internet connection is working correctly. So that's how you will be able to see the board meetings online while you're out of state or not here in the park. Okay. If you need help connecting, it's very hard for me to do it that day of the board meeting because it is busy. But if you call me ahead of time, maybe I can do a trial board meeting, not trial board meeting, but do a quick set up a meeting with the Zoom and have you connect, and basically we have a Zoom, then you see how it connects. All right. I hope I've answered that question adequately. All right. She's saying thank you. All right. So I answered the dumpster question, and I hope that you understand the process there. So if the compactor's gone, really be nice to just come back in an hour or so because it's a round trip to the dump. And now, a rainy day like today, it gets sloppy there, so it might take them just a little bit more time to get emptied out. So, all right, it is. I got 10:25, so we've. Does this give me a running time? How long the meeting's been lasting? Yeah, shows I've been on live 25 minutes and 45 seconds at that time. Okay, I hope everybody's having a great day. Otherwise, and I know the weather's a little good for the ducks and not much else at the moment, but we will all survive. And so have a good weekend. It is Friday, March 22nd. So have a good weekend. Yeah, this just seems like that. Each year I get older, the time just seems the flying by even more. So I'm sure, well, most of you, or almost every one of us, experiences that sensation of that time is just flying on by now as we get closer to the uh, in our golden years. I guess they are called. All right. Thank you very much for coming in here today and for the manager's update. And we will catch you on the next one next Friday, which will be what will next Friday be? It'll be March 29th. It'll be almost into April. So we'll see you next Friday. Hopefully, should be. And have a good weekend. Live long and prosper. Catch you the next time around.